Sheet metal work is a process of metal working that forms new products from various types of sheet metals. In sheet metal working, the development of the article is first drawn on the sheet metal, then cut and folded to form the required shape of the article. Products made through the sheet metal processing includes automobile bodies, utensils, aerospace, train body parts, cupboards, refrigerators, etc. Here we are using GI sheet, that is galvanized iron sheet, for our experiment. It is a soft steel coated with molten zinc. There are different types of joints in sheet metals. Knocked up joint, panned down joint, locked grooved joint, single grooved joint, double grooved joint and lap joint. Now we are going to discuss some tools and equipments used in sheet metal operations. The first one is steel rule. It is a hardened steel strip having line graduations etched or engraved in it. They have usually 150 mm or 300 mm length. The next one is tri-square. It is used for marking out and testing right angles. Next one is divider. It consists of two pointed legs and is used for transferring dimensions and scribing circles. Next one is dot punch. It is used for marking lines with chain of dots. It is also used for marking witness marks. The angle of point is 30 degree to 60 degrees. The next one is center punch. It is used for marking the center of the hole to be drilled or to mark a center for drawing circle on the job. The angle of the point is 90 degrees. The next one is scriber. It is used for scribe lines to indicate the dimensions of the workpiece to be machined or to locate the position of the holes. The next one is trammel. It consists of a rigid beam carrying two movable heads with steel points for marking large arcs, circles and ellipses. The next one is bevel protractor. It is used for angular measurement. It consists of a semicircular steel disc graduated in degrees from 0 to 180. The next one is L square. It is an L-shaped piece of hardened steel with graduations marked on the edges and is used for marking perpendicular lines. Next one is scratch awl. It is used for marking and laying out of deep lines by exerting pressure on the wooden handle. The next one is wing compass. It has two finely pointed stud legs held by a set screw and quadrant. They are used when stepping off a number of equal spaces, making circles or arcs. The next one is wire gauge. A standard wire gauge is flat and circular in shape, made of steel. It has different size of slots. The width of slots represent the diameter of the wires. The next one is hand shears or hand snips. They are similar to a pair of scissors and are used to cut thin soft metal sheets. There are different types of hand shears, in which the first one is straight shear. It is used for making straight cuts. The second one is bend shears. These are used for cutting circular or irregular curves. The next one is files. It is used to cut smooth or fit metal parts. There are different types of files according to its cross section. Next one is chisels. Chisels are used for cutting and removing parts from metal sheets. The next one is hammer. Hammers are used for leveling, stretching, smoothing and folding sheet metals. Hammers are of different types: planishing hammer, riveting hammer, raising hammer, mallet, creasing hammer and setting hammer. The next tool is stakes. Stakes are used to form the sheet metals into various shapes. It is a sort of anvil which supports the sheet for sheet metal works. There are different types of stakes: hatchet stakes, funnel stakes, half moon stake, big iron stake, grooving stake, and horse stake. Now we are going for the demonstration of the work. The first work in sheet metal section is the construction of a hexagonal funnel. First of all, we need to draw the development of the hexagonal funnel. This figure shows the development of the hexagonal funnel which we need to draw on the metal sheet. So this is the template used for development of this hexagonal funnel. This is our GI sheet of dimension 245 mm length and 144 mm width. Using the template, copy the dimensions of the development into the given rectangular GI sheet. For that, we are using a scriber as the marking tool. If the points marked using the scriber is not visible, then we can use some marker pen for marking the dimensions. Now, use a steel rule to join the copied points. We can use a hand lever shear for straight cuts at the top and at the sides of the sheet. Then use a curved hand shear tool for cutting along the curved portion at the bottom. Now we are ready with the development. We need to provide joining elements at the two ends. For that, mark 5 mm lines from the two ends of the sheets using steel rule and scriber. Next we are going for the folding operation. For that, fix the sheet in vise in such a way that 5 mm marked line should coincide with the edges of the vise. Now, using this mallet tool, strike the sheet slowly and fold it along 5 mm marked line. The folding should be in L shape, that is, the angle of folding should be 90 degrees. Similarly, fix the next 5 mm line on the other end like this. Again strike it with a mallet tool and fold it to 90 degrees. Now convert this L-shaped folding to U-shape by striking it with a ball peen hammer tool on both the ends. After that, we need to fold all the marked divisions in the sheet one by one. For that, fix the first marked division on the sheet in the vise like this, and then fold it to the opposite side by striking it with a mallet tool. The angle of fold should be 30 to 40 degrees approximately. Now unclamp the sheet and fix the next marked division in the vise. Again fold it along the line using a mallet tool. Repeat this procedure till the second last marked division is folded. We cannot fold the last marked division in this vise because at this stage it is very difficult to fix the folded sheet in the vise. So use this crossbar for folding the last marked division. And finish the foldings using this crossbar and mallet tool. Our hexagonal funnel is almost ready. Now go for the joint preparation. Here we are going to make a double grooved joint. For that, take a small piece of GA sheet of 68 mm length and 22 mm width. Mark 5 mm line from the two ends of this sheet using a steel rule and a scriber. After that, fix the piece of sheet in the vise and fold it along the marked portion to 90 degrees using a ball peen hammer tool. Do the same operations with the other end also. Now convert the L-shaped fold to U-shape by using a ball peen hammer. For finishing the U-shaped fold properly, fix the sheet on the grooved stake and strike it with a hammer. Finish the fold on the other end also. Now insert the small metal sheet into the funnel like this to form a double grooved joint. Strike it with a hammer for proper insertion. Now insert the workpiece in the crossbar and strike it with a mallet tool for making a proper fit. Our hexagonal funnel is ready now.